going to be making Nana's famous tuna fish sandwiches. The whole family loves them, but no one's been able to figure them out except moi. I'm the only one talented enough, right, Nan?
Right.
Yes, okay. So, I don't know why no one's been able to do it. It's very simple, but we're making a video today to show you guys how to do it. So, here we go. First step, you want to get yourself a decent sized bowl. Then you want to get yourself some solid white tuna. You could use any tuna, but for this recipe, you need solid white. It's just the best. We're going to add that into the bowl, and make sure you drain all the juice out of it. One, you don't want the sandwich to fall apart and be all soggy, and two, it would be really salty because that's where all the juice went. Throw that can away. Now we want to get our chopper and chop this up to a decent consistency, really flaky. And while we're doing that, we're going to add some pepper. Now we're not adding salt. Now why don't we add salt, Nan?
Because it's salty now.
Yep, so the tuna is already salty as it is. So if you add more salt, the sandwich is just going to be way too salty. So start chopping with our pepper in there. We're getting all this moving here. Alright, well, let's do a little more. While that's chopped, we're going to take our onions. Now we're using purple onions. This is part of Nan's recipe. We don't use white onions because they're too strong. Also, the purple onions gives the tuna a little color. So we chop them up nice, and we're gonna add those in. Get our spoon here, mix them in best as you can get them. Oops, spilled a little bit. We could chop that up a little more. It needs a little. And now, the big ingredient is Miracle Whip. A lot of people use mayonnaise, but Nana uses Miracle Whip. It has a nice little sweet and tang to it, and that's the key to the tuna fish sandwich. So we're just gonna clean our spoon off here, and we're gonna get, there's no really measurement to how much Miracle Whip you add. It's all your preference. If you like it more dry, you can add less. If you like it a little more wet, but you don't want to add too much because, again, you don't want the sandwich to be wet. So we'll start with that for now. Now, Nan, why don't you tell the people, what do you do if you add too much mayonnaise to the tuna?
Throw it away.
Throw it away. No, well, if you add too much mayonnaise to the tuna, you just add a little more tuna. So that's looking good. It's a little dry. We'll add a little more into it. Perfect. Now, this isn't any fancy restaurant. Normally we do a nice little platter, maybe in a restaurant, make it look nice. But this is Nana's recipe, so we're using a paper plate. Yeah, save on dishes, right, Nan?
Yeah.
Okay. So once we get that there, and then again, not a fancy restaurant, so we're not going to use any fancy baguettes or whatever. We're just using some regular Canadian white bread. We're going to add that here. Now, here's a mistake a lot of people make. They add Miracle Whip or mayonnaise or whatever they're using to the bread. The problem with that is it's okay if you're toasting the bread, but if you add that to the bread now, it's going to make the sandwich really soggy, and there's enough Miracle Whip in the actual tuna. So we're going to take this. Oh, by the way, one can makes around 4 sandwiches for me anyway. So we're going to add our tuna here, a little bit more, and we're going to spread that around. And we'll add a touch more. And we'll take our other piece, put that on top, and we'll grab ourselves a knife here. Another thing, when cooking in Nan's kitchen, you have to have these knives, you know. Now, I don't really see the difference in these knives, but apparently Nan does. If I give her that one, I'm not eating supper. So we gotta give her the right knife. We gotta give her the right knife. So we're gonna take this sandwich, and we don't want to push down on it too much. Just cut it gently here. Get that like that. Now, this isn't part of Nan's recipe for add on the side. Usually we'll just serve this with some chips, but I feel like being a little healthy today, add some color to the plate. So we got an orange here. We're gonna take this tuna, put this to the side. Got an orange, we're gonna take the orange, cut that in half, like this. Make some wedges. Put that right there. And that is Nan's famous tuna sandwich.